heroes are ready to show off their skills. For the first time ever, the Warrior Games have come to Chicago. And for the third time in a row, it looks like Illinois will start the year without a budget. The state's plunge into junk bond territory. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sylvia Perez, and we have your top local stories this half hour now. Our team coverage starts at the state capitol and political editor Mike Flannery.
Hey, Sylvia, can I have a show of hands on how many people are surprised that both houses of the Illinois General Assembly and Governor Rauner have not reached an agreement to stem this ridiculous and reckless tide of red ink deficit spending, this spending binge they've been on? There are some, though, who say that when the General Assembly returns tomorrow, the House and Senate, to try again in the Capitol at midday, that things may go a little better.
Leaders are meeting, different negotiators on different topics such as workers' compensation or other issues that we've been discussing all for the last 2 weeks. They're having conversations to see if we can come to some conclusion on those, and the vibes are good. I think we're going to get there.
But a significant number of legislators in both parties are still opposed to a key piece of what would be a balanced budget deal, as foreseen by Governor Rauner and legislative leaders of both parties, and that is a temporary 32% increase in the Illinois income tax for 4 years.
We have $32 billion worth of revenue in this state, and that's what we should be focusing on. And we should be focusing on Medicaid reform. We should be focusing on pension reform. We should be focused on cutting spending. All this budget does is it actually gets us up to $36 billion, and it'll be more than that. This budget doesn't account for a lot of things. It'll lead to even more taxes increases in the future.
Well, so tonight was the midnight deadline. It was after this deadline expired that the credit rating agencies on Wall Street and elsewhere said they were going to cut Illinois' credit rating to junk status. House Speaker Mike Madigan said he has sent a letter to those rating agencies asking them to please extend the deadline. In effect, the dog ate our homework. Give us an extension, teacher. Don't lower us to junk status. We're still trying. I'm political editor Mike Flannery at the state capitol in Springfield.
I'm Larry Yellen on the live desk. A new task force has been formed to take aim at the problem of illegal guns and repeat gun offenders who are fueling the violence in Chicago. The announcement by police, the ATF, and the U.S. Attorney's Office comes on the same day that President Trump tweeted that crime and killings in Chicago have reached such epic proportions that I am sending in federal help. The task force of about 40 officers includes 20 ATF agents who have just recently been assigned to Chicago. Despite the president's tweet, Chicago police say the plans for more federal help were first discussed last November.
The discussions with the superintendent have gone back to actually November. So we've had 2 administrations that the superintendent has been dealing with in terms of getting extra assistance from ATF.
The task force will make use of a new ballistic tracing van, which Chicago police showed off earlier this week. It helps police trace bullets and weapons right at the scene of the crime, so it can be done in hours instead of days or even weeks. And another new element, the task force will include both state and federal prosecutors.